about the bitch. I ain't worried about the bitch. You worried about the bitch? I don't know what he's talking about. I ain't worried about the bitch.
Man, you gotta tell the youth this, bro. Look, you don't want to be in this lane. This ain't the life you want. Nobody wants the life that come with this, bro. This serious. It's not gonna get you nowhere.
Somebody is saying, I know that this is not all of them. There is almost 5 million people that watch this guy on YouTube. 5 million. There's 5 million of the blacks that are subscribed to this content. This is why I say it's not stereotypes. This is real life. They don't want us to talk about these things. Even though this is an overwhelming majority. This is not like a 1% thing. If it's a 1% thing, nobody's going to talk about it. Over 30% of black people have a criminal record in America. I can look it up. The last time I checked, there was a big percentage. It was up there. Despite being a small percentage of the US population. This is why they show up in the chats with criminals, with criminal minds and threats. For us speaking the truth, this is them.
Beautiful world. Did I ask one person to bring a gun to the Hoover video?
Bo has escorted me to a random hayfield here like a cowboy.
Last March, Houston rappers Maxo Cream and NFL Cartel Bo used a city park next to an elementary school to shoot a music video. After the video went viral on YouTube, police used it to identify and charge 20 cast members with gun.
Oh, I didn't even know it was gonna go this direction. Look at this, bro. If you quantify this in terms of labor, you know how much work these people can do for their communities and themselves? Look at all these strong men.
Tattoo on my back, man.
It's real.
This shit real, man. That Lakewood Park on my back and everything, man. We got one of them cities where you can come from out of town, kill something, and just leave. You somewhere you ain't supposed to be.
Why do you think the murder rate in Houston is so high?
Houston different, bro. A different type of breed out to the younger youth now. See, they crashing out. They doing whatever, you feel me? They want a hat now.
This is what we doing out here now, you know what I mean? Put a belt on their ass and shit like that.
Who with the money don't get glorified no more. They don't respect that no more. They respect who got the most hats, who got the most souls.
Either you kill or be killed out here.
People get their feelings hurt over words. Houston dying over words.
Yeah, that's what I feel like about f***ing ass. Now, all day we kill, yeah, we put up.
Everybody be dissing, really just end up dead. Everybody want to kill you.
I was just outside playing tag. I was trying to tag a toe. I want to strike like bowling. Boom, knock him down in a row. He see them cameras coming out,
and he see they getting money.
Well. That's the culture, folks. That's the culture, folks. Oh, what am I going to do with these people, man? What am I going to do with these people? And somebody was talking about whether I think everybody. No, it's not everybody. I'm not saying it's everybody. There's, like I said, I gave you guys on the social media space. There's people that I respect. You know, I like Ringo. I respect Ringo. I like what he does. He's a hard worker. I like hard workers. I like Ringo. I like Anton Daniels. You know, he may have his issues from time to time, but for the most part, I like him. I like Messi Mitchen. I can only speak for YouTube right now, right? Of course, there's people that outside of YouTube that I know that I like, but it's a small minority. Okay, I don't say these things without data. I told you, like, not only will you see it in comments, right, and how they behave when they show up to these streams, but it's also very evident in the data. This was a study from the University of Albany, upstate New York. Okay. Half, okay, look at this, guys. Half of black males have been arrested by the age of 23. Okay. So Nana is not your problem. You have to give. I'm not going to buy into your narratives and your twisted talking points and your propaganda. Even Real life here tells me that your neighborhoods are very dangerous, okay? So even if I didn't believe in these data sets and this data that has been collected and these studies that have been done, if I don't believe in these studies, I believe in my eyes, bro. I believe in my eyes. I see these things. I know where to go and where not to go. So even if all these things are some white cooked up propaganda and you don't believe in these studies, my eyes and the reality is true. A community that really wants to change something will look at me and say, man, I got to subscribe to this Nana dude because he speaks the truth. He tells us what it is. These are the people that are going to Africa to help Africa, bro. Nearly half of black males in the US are arrested by age 23. Nearly half, bro. So you got 10 guys, 5 of them have been arrested. Nana is not your problem. A new study released on Monday, January 6th, in the journal Crime and Delinquency. I need to really key in on this journal because I'm going to go back and read more of it. So I'm going to bookmark this. Provides the first contemporary findings on how the risk of arrest varies across race and gender. We haven't even thrown in some women, bro. This is just the male before they are 23. What do you think that number is when it gets up to 30? So if I say more generally that they are criminals, that is true. If it's statistically significant that such an amount of a population is committing crimes, then they are criminals. Now you don't have to hide the fact. You can openly say that you don't have to be forced into a black coalition that doesn't exist because we are not the same people. Our people are not doing this bullshit. Our kids don't have this level of truancy. They'll be lucky to even have the opportunity to attend school if our governments provide good schools for them. That is the problem we have. Our problem is money, not interest and motivation. They have all the resources, yet they are complaining that they are under-resourced. But yet they don't go to school. They have no interest in school. They are underage drinkers, and they are criminals. And these are the facts. No, I'm not uninformed. You are uninformed because you're trying to mask the studies and the reality. When is the last time you read a book? No, which 80% were found innocent. The jails are full of black people. The jails in America are full of black people. What are you talking about? Even YouTube will tell you that.
The vast majority live just like this. More than 80 men in open dorms, sleeping on bunk beds. But I'll be staying on a unit next to death row for high-risk offenders, or as in my case, a high-profile guest.
We're going to go down a tier here.
My home for the next 2 nights will be on a tier called CCR, or Closed Cell Restriction. The men here are locked in their cells 23 hours a day. I'm given sheets, slippers, and some toiletries, and shown to my cell.
Cell 11, go ahead in, please.
So Lester went to prison for 2 days. See, I've never even seen prison before. This is probably the first time I've watched a prison video.
Go ahead and close.
Damn.
Naturally, phones aren't allowed. All I have is my...
See, as a reporter doing this, it's not that bad because he knows he's going to leave in 2 days. You know, he knows that he knows this man is like, you know what, I'm going to put up with this shit for 2 days, but after 2 days, I'm out of here. Still, God says, perhaps you can arrange a dialogue between Africans and blacks. No, it's not going to change anything, bro. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. If you love this, you are crazy. I'm not crazy at all. The people that love this shit, they are crazy. The people that commit these crimes, they are crazy. The people that look at these things and don't talk about it, they are crazy. I'm not crazy. These conversations need to be had, bro.
Much of Angola prison is farmland. Thousands of cattle are raised here to be sold in the open market, and a variety of crops are grown here as well. All of it happening with inmate labor. That's one of the many hot-button issues in the mass incarceration debate.
Isn't that, I mean, if you look at it, isn't that kind of like slavery? Like if you commit crimes, it brings you back to the slave trade because you're working on a farm with underpaid or no paid labor to put some money on your books. The we that we are outside, we get to enjoy it. So these people are being enslaved through the criminal system. Where is all their energy and smoke for shit like this?
What's your sentence?
It's life without parole.
Without parole. Terry Mays shot a man in the neck during a drug deal. You've been here how many years?
30.
30 years. Here, like prisons everywhere
30.
in America, most inmates get paid pennies per hour. How much do you get paid to come out here?
2 cents an hour. At one time,
What?
we made 4 cents an hour. And for some reason...
So yeah, they're being paid 2 cents an hour to do this hard work. If they didn't commit this crime and they lived regular lives like normal people do, they would be making, and he didn't do a drug deal, he would be making, for this same type of work, he would be making, in today's money, 15 at the low end to about $20 an hour. This is a low skill, no skill job. But because it's labor intensive, in America, jobs like that will pay you a little bit more. So at the low end, $15. And you would have your freedom. But where are the black men on YouTube in the community that are playing these videos that I'm playing and getting to the root cause of the sin? I can see in the comments right now, a lot of you are shocked by this. If you are watching me and you're about to commit a crime, because the data shows a lot of you will end up committing crimes, then maybe this advice that I gave you will make you think otherwise. So instead of gang banging and doing all these criminal acts to go get paid, I didn't even know they got paid that little. Because what do I know? I'm African. We don't do jail shit. We don't talk about jails. My children don't even know the word jail. We don't talk about jail in an African home. So I just want to help the blacks. I just want to help the blacks by saying, instead of doing a quick money grab move, thinking you're smarter than the system will make you a slave if you get caught. You're going to be working for less than $1 an hour to feed us who are outside. Because all this while, I didn't know that's how much money they put on their books. I mean, if they're giving them however many cents it was, I'll play it back. If that's how much they're making, then they might as well not pay them at all. You know what I'm saying? If this is the money they are making, then they should not pay these people. Where is the black fight for these things? Yes, they are criminals. It doesn't mean they are not human. But maybe you should tell this every Saturday. You should go into the community and tell the young men that they're going to be slaves for massa. It's a trigger. If you tell them, hey guys, what you're doing, you're about to be slaves for massa, that phrase will tell them not to be criminals. They never thought about it this way. So Nana is giving you the game right now. Say, hey guys, all this tough shit you're doing in the hood, you're about to be a slave for massa. When you go inside, you be working for the whites for 20 cents an hour to feed us on the outside. Would you rather be that? Or would you rather go and get your little high trade skills and get a regular job? That should be part of your strategy. There is no strategy because these guys, they've given him a set of excuses. They are going to blame this on white supremacy. They've given him a set of excuses. It's not white supremacy that told you to go shoot somebody in the neck. See, these people don't have a brain. That's what I've been talking about. They have restrained their ability to think independently. They are emotional thinkers. They are not strategic.
How much do you get paid to come out here?
2 cents an hour. At one time, we made 4 cents.
Did I say 20 cents? 2 cents an hour. 2 pennies. This is how much they get paid, bro. I didn't even know that. Man, live streams are good because you don't know where it takes you. This is how much these people get paid. 2 cents an hour?
An hour, and for some reason or another, the budget got cut. It's injustice.
So this particular job is not one of the more desired ones?
No, this is the bottom of the barrel, the field.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be in the field.
Should I be worried about my safety here?
Well,
if you was an inmate, yeah.
Yeah?
Look at the picture. A white man on a horse. A white man standing outside watching black people work. When is the last time you saw this picture? These people are not ashamed of this. And they said they cut it down to 2 cents because of the budget. And this black man has the audacity to sit in this chat and talk about this shit. You see, this is what I'm saying. They are even defensive about the most indefensible shit. Look at this picture. You got a lot of men working like animals in fields that look like the fields of the 1600s America. You know what happened? With a white man folding his hands, supervising other men work, and they're paying them 4 cents, then the budget gets cut, that money gets dropped to 2 cents an hour. Where is their outrage? Where is their fundraiser? These are criminals. I don't care for them like that. But where is the black intelligent YouTubers that are out there breaking down videos like this to tell these YNs that there is a much better way? What do you care what country I'm from? I'm a US citizen. I live in America. I am from America. I'm a Ghanaian American, if that helps you. Who cares? This is a picture of slavery. 2 cents. You're slightly better than the slaves because you're making 2 cents. But at least the slaves could see the sun and the moon. They could move around a little bit. They could have some booty. These men have to sleep with themselves. They got to be gay in jail. Where is that outrage? You got money to give Tariq Nasheed instead of putting that money in your communities. I told you guys, man, these guys are not serious people. I've been studying the Western black for the last 20 years. I've been studying the Western black for the last 20 years. And by year 3, I understood that they are not capable people. That's where a lot of my frustration started. I started understanding that they are not capable people. I've said that I can take any young black man before they get out of high school. I can take any young black man, anyone, right before they leave high school. I can mentor them into middle class income within the 4-year span post high school. Because I know how it works in this American system. It's very easy. Very, very easy to take a high school grad and give him a set of mentoring into the next step and make something out of it. And that man will have no reason, if he comes under mentorship, he will have no reason to end up like this. But it's not my community, so I don't care. They have to do it.
You was an inmate, most definitely.
It's hard to imagine knowing that you'll be spending the rest of your life here, especially if you're convicted as a teenager.
We were children when we got incarcerated.
I'm sitting in on a support group run by an assistant warden. All these men committed their crimes before they were adults and were given sentences of life without the possibility of parole. They're called juvenile lifers.
I was 16 years old when I committed my crime.
Isn't this sad?
In 2012, the United States Supreme Court ruled that mandatory life without parole sentences for juveniles are unconstitutional, pointing to science that says it's clear that adolescent brains are not yet fully mature. But that ruling didn't apply to people like Henry Montgomery, who had already...
So, from what the Supreme Court is saying, this is why you need parents. This is why you need a dad and a mom to shape you. These people don't know that. Over here working for the white man for 2 cents an hour, bro. 2 cents an hour. This is what you guys are working for.